Hey guys, what's going on? So I'll let a few of you collect in the room first before we get started. Um, not broadcasting live on Facebook today. Sorry. Just sipping on a coffee, relaxing. Seems pretty warm. I think it's in the 90s today. hmm So anyway, I'll go over my plans for 4th of July first while we're waiting for people to join us. My plans are the same every year. You guys know I've done Jack on the Go videos on my 4th of July. Basically, I go to a secret location in Kentucky, private property, and they have like a family of like 300, and we go there, and there's a big, huge spread. Everybody like does potluck and brings a dish, and it's right by the water, and it's very enjoyable. In fact, where we do our 4th of July, hey, Mama Bubbles, how are you? So where we do our 4th of July normally in the wintertime is completely underwater. Serious. If you don't believe me, go look at my past videos on Jack and the Go. I may videotape this year. I may not. May do a short video so you guys can check it out and see what went on. Basically, we roast all night long. They buy 3 whole hogs, and they're cooking in kind of like a smoker, like the La Cajachina boxes that I've done before in the past. They're like homemade ones. So the fire's underneath, and the pigs are lifted up, and the best thing, my favorite thing about 4th of July, and then you guys can share, get ready to share. But my favorite thing about 4th of July is getting there first thing in the morning on 4th of July. It's called flipping the pigs. They've cooked all night on one side. The chest cavities open up, and they have to pick this 300. I'm sorry you're diabetic, but you can eat pork. It's okay. It's called flipping the pig. Happy early 4th of July. I want to thank my buddy Robert, by the way. He's probably not here yet, but he reminded me early this morning, and I still was 20 minutes late. I can't help it. But Robert gave me a little reminder, and I'm like, oh, that's today, huh? So we flip the pig, and then the whole cavity is open, and you just reach in, you salt the ribs, you pour the sauce. It's kind of like a Carolina sauce, more of a vinegar mustardy thing, and you pour it onto the rib cage, and it literally drinks all the sauce. It is amazing. Then you pull the ribs out, and they're salted and they're sauced, and you have a big plate of ribs in front of you. All right, can you tell I like 4th of July? That's the best part. Getting there first thing in the morning when they flip the pigs. They've already been salted overnight. It's being sauced right there on the spot, and then you can literally grab a bone. You can grab the bone right out of the chest cavity, and you're eating spare ribs right there on the spot. That's the best part. If you don't believe me, watch my past Jack and the Go videos, put in Kentucky 4th of July, and that's what we do. Hey, Mike, what's going? Glad I can make it today. Yeah, thanks. I barely made it. 20 minutes late. I'm so sorry, guys. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, well, it's Tennessee colors. That's why I wore this orange. I'm sorry I look like a dessert pop to you. But anyway, so I guess my main concern today, because we'll talk before 4th of July, I believe, because we're talking Saturday. Sunday's the 4th. But I'd love to talk about what you guys are doing coming up this weekend. Have you got your fireworks? Are you running out of fireworks? Are they selling out? I know I had to get a car part. It's going to take 4 months. Oh, this is crazy waiting. I mean, it really tests people's patience, but it takes me 4 months to get a piece of plastic for my car. Good thing the volume knob didn't fall off the radio. That would have probably been a year. But anyway, so what are you guys doing? I'm not from America, but it's my baby's first birthday that day. Oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday to your baby. That is so cool. Then there's reason to celebrate and have a big barbecue and have the family over and chow down. So, yeah, it's going to be probably the biggest one. I know they're already lighting stuff off starting last night. It was crazy. So if you're from California, you're not allowed to get fireworks till like so many days before 4th of July, and that's it. We can get them all year round. You're limited on the type of fireworks you can light off. But here in Tennessee, you can blow up your house if you want. It's just crazy. The stuff you see at Anaheim Stadium goes, the launchers, we get to buy those. We have warehouses that sell them dirt cheap, and the kind you shoot up like you see at Anaheim Stadium, okay? That's what we can buy here. I don't buy them, but all I got to do is step outside and just look up in the sky. Everybody else spent their money, so I just sit on the porch, or I sit over at the in-laws' house, and the sky's just lit up. Beautiful. Colors everywhere. It's going to be a great celebration this year. I expect a lot of people. This is going to be good for people. And mark my words, I'm going to predict that you see after this celebration that you're going to see a change in people locally, wherever you are, whatever country you're, well, other countries aren't celebrating our Independence Day. But if you're from America, you're going to see a difference in people to each other. It's going to be more friendly. It's just going to be nice. It's going to be nice to celebrate together. It's going to be nice to come together and break bread. It's going to be awesome. Drone fireworks are in the future. Yeah. I remember they were crazy in Boynton Park. They would light fireworks, like burning, crackling, changing colors and all that, and they'd hang it from balloons and it would just take off. And I'm like, that could burn down somebody's house. It's crazy. Other countries should celebrate it too, yes. But, like that baby's birthday is Sunday. So there are other reasons to celebrate on Sunday. You could celebrate because it's Sunday. There you go. I'm from Ireland. It's insane over here at the minute. Why is it insane over at Ireland? Is there something going on? They're illegal in my county only at a few parks and SeaWorld. I'm sorry, Mama Bubbles. I really am. It's kind of cool to pick up. We can't get you have to go if you want M80s, fire, things, other certain ones that explode. We don't have them all. We have the ones that do shoot up in the sky and explode colors, but M80s you can't sell M80s around here. I remember you had to go down to Mexico, across the border when you were in California to get M80s, or somebody just bring them back illegally and you buy them off them. But I don't encourage anybody to buy M80s. I'm not promoting. They're dangerous. You got to be careful. Make sure this holiday, if you're lighting it off, Jack, tomorrow is Canada Day. Hey, what should I do? You should wait till Sunday and celebrate with the rest of us. So make sure you got a bucket with some water in there so you can toss things after they've already burned out. They're still hot. Throw them in the water. Leave them there to the end of the night. Okay. Make sure there's a fire extinguisher nearby. Be safe. Make sure whoever's helping the kids with sparklers is close and careful watching the kids so they don't burn themselves. Help them out. Help the little ones out. Just safety. Just be smart. That's all I'm asking. I don't want anybody getting hurt, okay? Let's see. Beefcake says there's a potato famine. I think there's a famine on everything. Let's see here. Whoops. We have some of the most extreme restrictions in the world. I live on the border to the UK, so I'm okay, but many aren't. Oh, I didn't know you guys were under extreme. I know there's another event going on within the world about COVID and all that, and I know they're trying to look into that and all that. The 4th of July is actually my birthday. But let's see, but I'm born in Malta. Well, happy birthday. We have 2 birthdays. The little baby birthday, I think it was Amanda's baby's birthday, and we have, who else? Skellibur. It is your birthday. So happy birthday to everybody whose birthday is coming up on the 4th. I bet you that's kind of be a bummer, like people in America, if your birthday is on a holiday, kind of stinks. Like I would have my birthday in December. So my mom would always, she would never, my mom was really careful about not joining Christmas and birthday. She wouldn't say, well, here's your present. It's a Christmas present and it's a birthday present. she'd never do that. She would specifically buy me a birthday present. So I don't want to take away from what my mom did because it was amazing. She was a great mom. Let's see. So yeah, let's see. Bordering on martial law. It's getting crazy. Pray for us. Thank you so much. Okay, I will. I did not know that. I'm sorry. I was unaware. I hadn't read any headlines. Interesting. I can't understand why we haven't been reading about that. Really? Wow. I have the bad birthday though. Oh, I bet you have a rockin' birthday. You get fireworks and everything. And I make some good burgers and brats on the grill, but I cannot work a grill for my life. Since, well, if you want to write me privately, I'll give you some tips on how to cook that up. I usually cook my brats. If you've never cooked a brat on the grill, just cook it till the skin breaks. Okay, then when you cut it, make sure it's all the way through. It's cooked. If there's any raw section, like in the very center, zap it in the microwave for about a minute to take out that raw section and kill any bacteria that might be there. But yeah, I cook brats till they break, till the skin breaks. I like mine real good. I like my hot dogs burnt. I love it. Let's see. Your burgers, I would take a thermometer and stab your burgers. Make sure they're at the right temperature inside. Then take them off. They're using, okay. Oh, hey, Amanda might be lighting off fireworks with us. Cool. I would love everybody around the world to have fireworks to celebrate that, as long as they're safe with them. And some people have never lit off fireworks. And there's something about lighting them off. And we're going to have a bunch of kids around, but the parents are going to take care of everything. Kids will be back a ways, and they'll be able to watch the show. Good afternoon, Jack. Looking good. Thank you. The diet really shows in your face. Yeah. Thank you, Stuart. Yeah, the diet, I think I finally broke the 30-pound mark. That went on forever, guys. I think I'm down 31 pounds now, almost 32 pounds. So I'm going to be seeing my doctor soon, so I'll give you blood numbers. I can tell you this. When I was doing the show regularly before dieting, before my eating program, before I was on Profile by Sanford, my sugar numbers were in the 200s. They were not good at all. And for a normal person, it's between 80 and 120 is, well, if you get close to 120, that's kind of pre-diabetic. But, 80 to 100, 110 is okay. You start getting past 110, you got to take care of yourself. But just so you know, I am the lowest numbers I've seen recently. I'm 98. I'm under 100. I love it. My blood pressure is great. It's coming down. My sugar numbers are coming down. Everything's going good. Enough about me. Let's talk about you guys. So talk to me if you're celebrating the 4th. What are your plans? Where are you going to be? You going out to the river? You going out to the lake? You going up to the mountains? I remember for Y2K, we went up to the mountains just in case everybody was talking crazy talk on Y2K. I don't know if you guys remember. So we rented a cabin in the mountains and went up to the mountains. That's when Tammy was pregnant with Junior. I remember that. So yeah. So Jack Jr. went up to the mountains with us, but he don't remember. But anyway, so let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you got planned on the menu. What are you going to be cooking up? You got a bunch of family members coming together. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Hey, David, what's going on? We do them on Halloween sometimes, but I don't. Yeah, a lot of people buy extra fireworks and save them for New Year's, save them for Halloween, save them for other times in the year. They'll buy extra. Anyway, let's see. I'm sorry to hear that, Stuart. Let's see. Congratulations, Jack. Thank you, Mama Bubbles, very much. Hi, Jack. Hey, Bubblegum, don't say that in an airport for me, okay? Let's see. That cough doesn't sound good. Yeah, I've got a lot of the heat. It's very hot around here. I know the West Coast. I can't even talk about hot. compared to the West Coast. My buddy lives in Globe, Arizona, and it's like 124 there. And I'm sure that's on a cool day. It's like the middle of the night. Anyway, so I know that the West Coast is kind of burning up. Don't know why, but I hope they can find a fire hydrant that's busted and spraying out water. I never had a chance when I was a kid to run through we used to run through the sprinklers. We didn't care. We had a slip and slide. I remember hot days. Yeah. Hey, Robert, I already thanked you for the reminder this morning. Sorry I was 20 minutes late. Dude, but thank you. That's so cool. Do you have a video cooking a beef brisket on a pellet grill? Yes, I do. Duke, it's called The Perfect Brisket. I'm almost positive, something like that. It's on the Cooking with Jack show. The last brisket I did, it came out flawless. It was amazing. It was the best I've ever done. I've destroyed briskets on the show. I've cooked them. They're good, but they're not tender and juicy and got a nice ring on them and an outer a good bark. And everybody knows what it's supposed to look like. I could never get that with brisket. This last one, it's probably called, I think it's called The Perfect Brisket. I nailed it. I give you the formula on everything that, I nailed it. I know I did. It was a grand slam. It was unbelievable. You know, I tell you everything. Cook it at 165, wrap it at once. I have it all memorized. Wrap it at 165, then cook it the rest of the way to 205. Take it off the grill, wrap it in a towel, throw it in the cooler, let it rest for an hour. Pull it out, and it will be dripping. It will be getting all over you. It's cool. It's the best brisket ever. Turn the comments back on. Well, I'd love to, but as you'll see in a little bit, even the chat window gets a little weird. So, yeah, they're probably not going back on. I'll probably turn them on for one day, and somebody will say, "Yep, you're a fat bald cook, and you do lousy cooking." And as soon as they say that, I'll turn them off and go, "Well, another 2 years, I'll be like the groundhog." And I'll turn the comments on for like 5 minutes, and somebody will say something very hurtful or nasty to somebody, not just me, but to somebody. Think you could do some pork shoulder tacos on the show, Son of Miss Jack. Hey, JD, I know my buddy Paul. He promised he's coming on the show to show us their tri-tip street tacos. And I've got the tri-tip. He's going to show me how to season them. We're going to cook them up. He's going to show us his secret sauce that he makes on them. And they're street tacos. And from what I hear from his neighbors, they're to die for. So we're going to bring him on the show. We're going to do that video. I just don't know when. Hold on. Let's call him while we're on the show. Let's put him on the spot. Do. Oh, sure. Send me straight to voicemail. Great. Anyway, I'll get a hold of Paul. I'll talk to him. We'll set up a time and I'll let you know. I think let's see. But yeah, comments are probably not going back on. If you want to talk to me through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Everybody talks to me through all the social media spots. Didn't Paul do the street tacos as part of the A Smoke video? Yes, but he didn't give the recipe. He didn't talk about how to season the meat. He didn't talk about how to make the secret sauce. He didn't show you how to put it all together. He made them on that video. That was the ones he made. They flip over them. It's like his favorite dish. And being from California, we love tri-tip. It's a Western cut. When I came to Tennessee, the butcher's like, "Yeah, we don't cut that here. We don't sell tri-tip. That's a West Coast cut." I'm like, "Is it on the cow?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why is it not sold here?" Sam's Club started selling it. The butcher now has it. Everybody has it here in Tennessee now. If you've never had tri-tip, it's as good as anything on the cow. It's amazing. It's delicious. Have you complained to YouTube about their algorithm punishing you for having comments turned off? It isn't fair that you get less recommendations because you have stalkers. Yeah, I don't. You know what? I've had comments turned off for 2 years, and I'm still making the same living I was making off YouTube. I haven't seen it like crash to the floor or anything. You can't complain to YouTube about anything. You can reach them for tech support as a creator, but even somebody who's a paid partner, it's not like I have somebody that a personal contact and go, hey, we got a problem. Let's see. Thank you. You got it, Duke. Do you like, I think you meant short ribs. Short ribs are like one of my favorite. Love short ribs. If you like a nice wine sauce and you braise them in wine sauce, to die for. My mom's teriyaki short ribs. The day she passed, I showed you the secret to my mom's recipe for teriyaki short ribs. And I probably will do it again just for the fun of it, just so I can celebrate my mom. No, the video's still up. You can go take a look. Let's see, Jack, you should make a gaming channel. I didn't do a gaming channel, but I should do one of my live broadcasts where we talk just about gaming, and the whole discussion's about gaming. I can't play that good. Ever since the accident with my right arm, and it's not as functional. See, I can do whatever. I can touch my nose. I can touch my lips. I can scratch myself. I can move and use my hand, but it ain't working a gaming controller. Not like I used to, whether it was a PC game or it was Xbox or it was PS5. I'm going to try to start doing it again. I'll let you know how it goes out. I got an adaptive controller that helps me because I only have one good 100% perfect arm working, and the adaptive controller helps, like handicap. Sounds like fun. Let's see, at David, how do you like your steak done? I'm a medium rare guy. I used to be a rare guy, but I went to medium rare. I don't know why that changed. I don't at all. I just did. I prefer, because I like my meat cooked. I don't want it raw, and I was on the borderline of raw. And I realized medium rare tastes as good as rare for me. For my palate, medium rare, texture-wise, tastes the same as rare. It doesn't feel like it's well done. Ugh, well done, it's like chewing on a shoe. But anyway, I like medium rare. That's what I think that's 135 to 145, somewhere around in there. So like 135 is closer to rare, 145 is closer to medium rare, 155 is well, and then you got a medium well, and then 165 I think is well done. I have to look at the chart again. I don't memorize it. I can't remember. Accident, did you damage it? No, Arthur, I had a stroke in June 11th, 2018. I had a stroke, which it was a brainstem stroke. So every nurse I've ever met has told me that I shouldn't be alive, that you should have been dead. Because what happens is a brainstem stroke separates the brain from the spinal cord or whatever it's connected to. It separates, and you usually go brain dead after that. So I had the type of stroke. There's two types of strokes you have. One is like a blood clot, and it can give you a shot of medicine and break up the blood clot and get everything flowing again, get oxygen back to the brain, save all your mobility and everything. Or the blood vessel bursts and it breaks. And that's what mine was, because of high blood pressure and diabetes together. So it went pop, and you can't do a shot to fix that. So that popped. So part of my brain, but I'm still believing in 100% healing. And we can get into that conversation on another channel. So anyway, any chance of you doing a video on different types of cheese? You guys, you love your cheese. Probably not. I may get in the mood and do a playing with your food on cheese. I don't know. It's not on my list right now. Too many other videos I want to get done. Has it affected your brain? It did in the beginning. It cleared up. So what the brain does is, let's say the signal goes boom, boom. Okay, to get here where I can do this. Okay, well, on my other arm, I can do this. And that's the part of the brain it needs to get the signal to, so that I can give the signal to do this, okay? So once you have a burst, it can't go there anymore because that part has died. So the brain is sometimes smart enough to do this and go that way and get to the same point in your brain and give the signal. So sometimes your feelings or your movement comes back completely. Sometimes it doesn't. Usually a burst, it doesn't. the blood clot. If you take the shot, it comes back pretty much. So your brain can be a little foggy. I know losing weight, eating well, all that is cleared up my thought process, my energy level. It's done me really well. So it hasn't affected my brain. I have a few symptoms from when it happened, but it's not anything that I should explain right now. It's just a mess. But anyway, Jack, hello from Pittsburgh. Big fan, my friend. Hey, Kenny, what's going on? Yeah, you guys, man, we've all stuck together through good and bad times. I love it. We're coming out of a tough time, and we're getting into celebrating again. We're getting into being normal and alive again. I'm just excited for you. I'm excited for you guys. I'm probably not much is going to change at my house. It's not like my kids are moving back in, but Junior's doing good. So I'm going to share something with you about Jack Jr. Can't tell him I said this. One of you will run off and tell him it's okay. He won't be that upset. But so Jack Jr., he went out and purchased the fireworks. Not even talking to me. He went out and purchased fireworks, which he's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants. So he purchased the fireworks, and I said, son, do you need me to pitch in? Do you want me to help out? Do you want help getting more? What do you need? And he goes, you know what, Dad? I think I want to start taking over for the holidays. I'm like, what? What does that mean? And he goes, well, I want to help lead the holidays like you did all these years. I thought, wow, my boy's growing up. So I thought, wow. So like he wants to take over Christmas dinners. He wants to take over, Thanksgiving will probably go to his grandparents. But I mean, he wants to start doing these things, because someday he's going to be close to a family soon. So, and I'll let you guys know when that happens. But when he said that, here we go. What inspired you to start cooking a lot? You know what? There's something about food. Everything in life is surrounded by food. Just think about it. Every holiday, every event includes food. Food is always a part of it. Life or death, even during a funeral, there's a wake and there's food. It's powerful. I know some of the biggest movie deals when I was in Los Angeles, they were made over food. Some best conversations are over a meal. I don't want it to be I know food can be addicting depending on what you're eating, but the fact that you come together and you share a meal together makes it more friendly, intimate. It depends on what the situation is. So anyway, I started cooking a lot because I enjoyed it. I thought there were a lot of events that I would cook for, tailgating for football games. There's so many barbecue for summer, Christmas dinners for Christmas. When somebody loses somebody in the family or a loved one, you'd bring over a dish of food. There's something about food. It's interesting. If you step away from eating, it's the action of food. I don't know what it is. It shows love and kindness. It's interesting because as you guys, those of you who watched the show long enough, I like to experiment. I wonder if an egg can do this. I wonder if a steak can do that. I wonder if you did this, would it be better for this, better for that? I get these ideas. I'm trying to think of one. Let's see here. Do I have an idea? They're just experiments. Does this really tenderize the steak good? Does this really do this? Does this make this better? That excites me. I just love that. And I get to do that. I get to go outside and put anything I want on the smoker and cook it. What's it? It's like smoked deviled eggs. Is that really better than deviled eggs? I can't imagine anything better than deviled eggs. Well, it's true. Smoked deviled eggs are amazing. What are smoked deviled eggs like? I got to find out. So I'll do it. Hardest recipe I ever did was Julia Child's beef bourguignon. hardest recipe ever. And I'll explain that some other time. But there's a video on that. It was literally the hardest video I've ever done. She's so intricate in all of her ingredients. She treats each ingredient and then she brings them together. It's real interesting, her way of cooking. I don't know if it's French way or it's just Julia's way, but that was tough. Could I do it? I don't know. Some of you want me to recreate Gordon Ramsay's burger. Can I do it? I don't know. The beef Wellington. Could I do it? I nailed it with Tammy's help. But we did. It came out beautiful. We were very excited. So experimenting with food is also fun. It's almost scientific. I'm not really into baking because most of it isn't stuff I can eat or I should be eating. But I love the science into baking. But there's a science into cooking too. Let's see. So glad I found it. What did you find? I missed it. I'm sorry. Hey, Jack, I remember watching you as seen on TV review all those years back, and I spent hours looking for this channel. Oh, what was it like being a DJ years ago? What got you in and out of that field? Okay. So changing gears here from food to DJ. I used to listen to K-Rock in Los Angeles. I knew every song from the first note. My brother and I, we'd play Name That Tune, and we'd turn on K-Rock, and I just spit the tunes out. I thought, how awesome would it be to make money at the knowledge I have? Depeche Mode, Tears for Fears, Prince, Susie and the Banshees. I mean, Psychedelic Furs, all that. And it was the 80s, obviously. But I really liked it. Plus, it paid well. So what I did was when I graduated high school, my mom, ironically, I didn't drink, but my mom helped me get a fake ID. My mom, can you believe that? She helped me get a fake ID that said I was over 21. Not a good thing, not nice. I don't recommend anybody do that. Nowadays, you can't do that. But back in the day, you could. And I got a fake ID that said I was over 21. And then I got a job spinning records. And it was Casper's nightclub at the Holiday Inn. And I was playing happy hour. So I got to play Doobie Brothers. I got to play Van Halen. I got to play a lot more rock, classic rock. I got to play all the old stuff. And I got to play some of the new stuff. But there's a certain type of music happy hour requires. And happy hour, if you guys don't know what a happy hour is, well, they still have them. But happy hour, we used to put out a buffet spread. It was all free. You come in, you buy a drink, eat anything. You want wings, you want vegetables, you want mac and cheese. We'd have a whole spread. And like each day, each happy hour would be a different theme. So like on Thursdays, we'd have taco happy hour. On Fridays, we'd have barbecue happy hour. On Mondays, we'd have Monday Night Football. We'd show the game. I would place bets. We'd have fake money. And then at the end of the night, I would auction off a Joe Montana autographed football. I would auction off a Pittsburgh Steelers jacket. I would auction off items. So it benefited you to earn fake money during Monday Night Football. It was a lot of fun. We used to give away limo tickets to the football game for the Rams. It was a blast. Let's see here. So I got into DJing because it was good. I mean, back in 1985, DJing was paying like $20 an hour. Back in 1985, that's pretty good when you come right out of high school. If that was my first job, I was DJing. Where was my first job? I think it wasn't Casper's. It was McConaughey's. I don't know if anybody in California remembers McConaughey's. It was McConaughey's Cadillac Cafe. And inside the club, it was so cool. They had full-size classic Cadillacs all throughout the club. It had 40,000 watts of music. It was loud. And it had a button that'd go boop, and my whole DJ booth would go up to the roof, up to the ceiling. I could touch the ceiling so that nobody could talk to me while I was spinning records, and I was mixing and scratching and all that stuff. So that's what got me into it. Then I remember the first mix I ever did, I destroyed it. It was the worst ever. You would have thought it was a train wreck. Oh, man, I was so nervous. I didn't know how to mix records. My buddy taught me how. When's the next Lazy Man's video? I don't know yet. Those only pop up when it's super short and easy or I try and do a shortcut to making something. I don't have plans for a Lazy Man video, but I'll have to work on that. Lazy Man video. Yeah, I'll put that at the top of my list. Be looking for it in the next month. I'll try and find one. I prefer cooking or over baking. Yep, somehow you can experiment more. Baking recipes always seem very strict. That's because I was always told in cooking you can put too much salt, too much pepper, you can put too much sauce, you're not going to ruin the dish. But if it's too much of a baking ingredient, it's not going to bake right. Baking is a science, a true science, where you can experiment more, there's more leniency and kindness with food, but baking is different. If you put too much baking soda in, you put too much salt in, you put too much flour in, it's going to taste different. You put too much butter in, that's probably going to taste better. Let's see. Lazy Man's Julia Child's beef bourguignon. Ooh, Lazy Man's. Hey, JD, that's a great idea. The hardest video I ever did, do a Lazy Man version. Which new iMac color are you getting, Jack? I'm getting the yellow. I'm getting the yellow mouse, the yellow trackpad, the yellow iMac. I'm getting the whole yellow. Just watched your Mexican video. The food looked amazing. Great willpower staying away from those desserts. Yeah, staying away from the chips and salsa is even worse because they bring it to the table. All I can do is taste the salsa. I don't grab the chips. I feel them to see if they're warm so I can let you know they're fresh, but I get it. Yeah, the longer you go on watching what you eat, the better the willpower is. The more you break away from whatever. Jack, you eat pancakes. You know, Profile by Sanford has a pancake mix. I don't eat it. I never liked pancakes. I wasn't a waffle guy either. Waffles. I love that. But anyway, from Shrek. Anyway, I didn't like them. I had them as a kid, like on my ego. I had, the toaster waffles, and my mom made pancakes, but I just never got into it. Pancakes was more of a delivery system for syrup. I might as well just drink it straight out of the bottle because that's basically the only thing that tastes good is the syrup. Unless you know how to make pancakes. Unless you're a really good person, you put fruit in it or you put peanut butter in it or something. I don't know. Let's see. Are you going to start uploading 1080p or 4K when your new Mac comes? I may go 1080p full. Let me tell you why I don't do 1080p. I do 720 because storage. I have just one channel has 1,500 videos. I got to save those on my hard drive. I got to keep buying hard drives after hard drives. So it's storage. I just don't have room for all the videos that I do. Let's see, has Tammy hit her goal weight now? Just curious because she was having tortillas. No, she took a bite for the camera, but then she ate with her fork out of the tortillas. But chicken and waffles is great. Okay, chicken and waffles. The reason it's great, America loves salty and sweet. They go together. They always have. That's why brown sugar and chili powder are great for your rub. Okay, salty and sweet. If you've ever had fried chicken and you've ever had like waffles with syrup, the chicken's salty and the syrup in the waffles go great with fried chicken. Realize that next time you're having chicken and waffles. Keto is a great lifestyle. I have neuro issues and I feel it's getting better. Yes, Henry, your nerves will get better. Your inflammation in your body, your joints will get better. All that will get better. Stay away from sugar and carbs. Carbs cause inflammation. There's a whole bunch of problems that come on that. Jack, have you ever tried to make sauerkraut? No. That's a great idea. Good job, Meat Coast Guardsman. Thank you. I'll have to try to make sauerkraut. I might try to make pickles again. Look at me, I'm spitting. My mouth's watering. I might try to make pickles again. Do you remember those floating turds I made last time? Yeah. Well, I hope to do better. I have to find out where to buy them, though. Turkey and waffles is also good. It's not so much turkey or chicken. It's the batter crispiness that has that saltiness flavor that goes so good with the syrup on the waffles. That's why they go side by side. That's why if you ever had peanut butter and jelly, you bite into that, it's sweet, then you eat a Dorito. And that's why people put Doritos in their PB&J or their Frito-Lays or whatever chips you like. This chat has a different feel to it. No boys club candidates. Yes, you noticed that. You know why? Because they don't realize I'm on Wednesdays. But anyway, the haters are in the middle school. In middle school right now. JD makes me laugh. That is so funny. No, it's got a great feel today. You guys are spot on. Let's see here. Okay, let's not talk about other shows, please. Let's keep it to Cooking with Jack, Jack on the Go, Fun Food and Family, that kind of thing. Any new updates on your new sauces? Yes. So I've got the order. My manufacturer is almost done, and the trucks from Do It Best hardware store that I'm going to be working with, they're coming to get it. The seasoning, the sauces, everything from each one of my manufacturers. And then I'm cutting the video right now to explain to you how to get it in your own backyard. So you don't have to pay for shipping. It's going to be local in your own neighborhood. So be looking for that video. Be looking for that explanation. It's an explanation video. It's going to show you how to do it. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to call my local hardware store. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to meet the manager. I'm going to show you all the steps on how to get it carried by your local hardware store. Let's see. Any new updates on your new? Oh, yeah, I just did that. We're all about, yep. Food, fun, family. Yep, that's it. Smoked sauerkraut. Okay, dude, stop. That is that's a whole other level. I'm not even sure I'm going to do that because most people can make sauerkraut, but they don't have a smoker. So I'm probably not going to do the smoked sauerkraut. I'm curious to see if it'd be good. You know what was the biggest shock? Was smoked frozen pizza. Take a frozen pizza, throw it on the smoker, and let it cook. And when it's done, it's going to be the most amazing pizza you've ever eaten. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Jack. Jack, super happy to see you Wednesday chat. Yes. Thank you. Smoking also would be a good video idea. Yes, just smoking kielbasa to me would be kind of boring. Making kielbasa, showing you how to make it, I don't know. That would be interesting. And then smoking it at the end, yes. Let's see. I'm going to try and make this jalapeno poppers with bacon. Yes, I am. Okay, guys, if you guys haven't seen, I think it's the latest Jack on the Go. It's the one I did in White House, Los Jalapenos. Okay, they had the most amazing stuffed jalapenos with cream cheese. And they wrapped it in bacon and they grilled the heck out of it, and it was so good. It's like I'm going back there tonight. I'm gonna pop one of those in my mouth. Yeah, what's cool about Mexican restaurants is I can have fajitas because it's got a little bit of meat, a little bit of vegetables. I don't eat the whole thing. It's all good. I put a little salsa, I put a little Cholula or Valentina hot sauce. Let's see. Do you own a sausage grinder? No, JD, I'd have to get one or find somebody who has one. Hey, Jack, you inspired me to improve my diet. Oh, man. Here's the deal. If stupid old me can do it, you guys can do it. I have to tell you, and the longer you do it, the better it gets. I don't care if you have body pains. I promise they'll start going away. If you have like the one person I just spoke to about the nerve issues, if you have nerve issues, they're going to get better. Eating better changes your whole body chemically. It does. So whatever the issues are that are going on in your body, I know you can kill a cancer cell by don't eat glucose, because glucose will feed a cancer cell. So I've seen people come out of cancer concerns, no more surgery needed for their cancer because they stayed away from glucose, which is like sugar. And there's a few glucose. You'll want to look that up. You'll want to talk to your doctor. I recommend you always talk to your doctor, no matter what you're doing with your diet. I talked to my doctor in the beginning. I'm just telling you, things are repairing themselves. My hand straightens out faster, better. I can take I have one of those squeezy things that I do every day to strengthen my hand and stretch it out. I have a stretch, that's that stretch from Savo that's working. So, but things you can heal from a stroke. My doctor says up to 5 years. That's the furthest that she's ever seen. Who knows? I mean, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about getting better, eating better, improving the areas that I still have control of. That's right. Is your brother coming back to discuss the diet? Yes, Ray. This Saturday, we're filming part 2. If you haven't seen the carnivore diets on the Cooking with Jack show, I interviewed my brother about eating meat, 100% meat, nothing else. So, well, he does eat eggs, and he used to eat cheese. He don't do that no more. So he eats meat, eggs, and I think that's it. Meat now. Oh, yeah, that's it. So the carnivore diet, it's like 0 carbs, 100% meat. And yes, he's coming back to finish that. Excuse me. And we'll be taking questions. We'll have an email on the video. Jack, what's the most unpopular food opinion you hold? Why do you go there? Dude, like, I don't live in drama as it is. I attract drama, and you want me to bring up some sensitive subject. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, right offhand, I can't think of one. I don't know if it's unpopular. I think everybody would agree on a lot of my food opinions. And then maybe not. I don't know. Let's see here. I tried the carnivore diet, and although my body adjusted to it, I found going in the bathroom on it unpleasant. That's weird because my brother talks about going to the bathroom on the video. You're gonna have to see what happened part 2 of the carnivore diet just in time for my 4th of July grilling. No, we're not. Excuse me. Sorry, don't Martin Luther. Hang on a minute. We're filming it, but I won't air it till the following Saturday. So this Saturday, we're definitely filming. Me and him, we got it all scheduled. So the following Saturday, you'll see it. Unfortunately, so I love the Pizza War videos. Yes, I want to do one in New York style. Still working towards that. I'm heavily considering the Carolinas next, Carolina barbecue for Barbecue Wars. That's like my number 1 right now. I can do Mexican Food Wars around here and review the top ones. You guys have seen some of them already on the show, but I'll put them up against each other. And then Mexican food here, pizza in New York, Philly cheesesteaks in Philly, and then I want to do barbecue in the Carolinas. It's all good. Let's see. You forgot your brother said he eats rocks. I don't remember that. But anyway, Chicago Pizza Wars. Yeah, that would be cool too. God, you know what? There's something about deep dish. It's almost not even pizza. It's something completely different. It's a meal. New York is a floppy, flat, foldable pizza, but deep dish, you got to get a knife and a fork, and you could have it served upside down. And Burger Wars in Minnesota. I don't know what's in Minnesota. I know Prince was in Minnesota, but I don't know what's in Minnesota. I try to go where the foods and do the famous food. Like Memphis is where I did my Barbecue Wars because they're famous for barbecue ribs. But I'll think about that. Have you ever done a seafood wars? Not seafood, but I've run some sushi places. Wasn't fun, so I didn't continue it. And it's wicked expensive, so I didn't want to get too deep into that. How do you feel about pineapple on pizza? Oh, totally okay with that. There's so many people that are against that. Is it a topping? Yeah, it's a pizza topping for me. Salt rocks, lava, not pepper, because pepper is a berry. Yes, okay, yeah, you're right. Roscoe, you're right. My brother eats salt because it's a natural mineral from the earth, but he doesn't eat plants. So he doesn't eat pepper because it comes off a plant. The only seasoning he eats is salt because it comes from the earth. It's a mineral, and I don't know about any of the minerals that come from the earth that you ingest. But who knows? I thought long and hard about it. Nobody knows what is in Minnesota. Hey, let's be nice now. Minnesota people are sweet. They're really kind. I have some good friends there. Maryland crabs. If I did, yeah, Maryland crabs. I could do crabs in Maryland. Yeah, I do lobster in Maine, of course, but I could do Maryland crabs. Jack, I used to eat Chicago pizza with my hands until one time the waiter staff told me you're supposed to use silverware. Yes, I did it in my video. You guys remember the video when I went to Chicago and I was in the hotel room? We ordered deep dish pizza, and I was reviewing the pizza place, and I ate it with my hands, and everybody lost their junk. It was crazy. They're like, dude, what are you doing? You just insulted all of Chicago. I'm like, what did I do? It ain't the first time I've insulted a country or a state. So, I've insulted Canada, I've insulted London, I've insulted Chicago, I've insulted New York, I've insulted California. It's a mess. What is better, pink salt or sea salt? It depends on what brand you're getting. Sometimes I like the pink salt better. Sometimes I like the sea salt better. It depends on who's making it. If it's just Morton's, I'd probably go the kosher salt. Let's see here. Yeah, but it depends on who's producing it, because I've tasted some bad sea salt and bad pink salt. Always wanted to try Chicago deep dish in Chicago. Guys, if you live in America, you want to try deep dish, they'll ship it frozen to your house, and then you can bake it at home. And a deep dish pizza, my favorite pizza place in the country, what was it? Tony's Little Italy in Placentia, California. I don't even know if they're there anymore. But you guys, I did the video. It cooked for 45 minutes. It took forever. I thought we were going to get kicked out. We hadn't even eaten. We sat there for almost an hour. We were going crazy. But yeah, deep dish takes forever. Let's see here. Gino's East. Look at you guys. Jack, do you eat asparagus? Yes. I love Placentia, California. Try Tony's Little Italy. See if it's still there. It's the best pizza that I've ever had. And they do New York and Chicago. They do deep dish and big slice. Is putting ketchup on a hot dog also insulting? No, it's not. Barbecue's better. If you've ever had a hot dog with barbecue on it, it's real good. Have you ever smoked salmon? I can't remember. 1,500 videos. Obviously, it wasn't that great, or I'd remember the video. So I probably would do it again. Get a whole big salmon. I am going to get alligator, I told you. Working on that. Okay, I'm going to have to go. Okay, see you later. Have a good day. Let's see here. I'm about wrapping up too. Gino's East is the bomb. Okay, but yes, the famous places in Chicago, do your homework. They'll ship it to you frozen. I know that for a fact. What's your favorite meat to smoke? My favorite is pulled pork, because only for how easy it is. If you've never smoked before, pulled pork. If you smoke all the time, pulled pork. You almost can't ruin pulled pork on the smoker. You can cook it too much, it still pulls. It still falls apart, still delicious. It's the safest thing to smoke. I'm freezing. My air conditioning is blowing right on me. Hold on. Anyway, pulled pork's the best in my book. My wife loves brisket. Brisket's so expensive. It's like tripled. It's like triple in price like recently. It's really, really expensive. What's the temperature in here? Oh, 74. We're going to put that up a little bit there. There we go. Oops. That's good. Sorry, guys. Just got to turn the heat up. There we go. All better. Do I like smoking? Ribs are another one high on the list. I love ribs. I love when the bone starts popping out and they cut nice. And the thickness. I just did a rib video. I'm so excited to edit it. Where do you buy your smoke tubes? I buy my smoking tube. I believe it's called Amazing Smoking Tube. I think it is. It's AMEZE, and then it's dash and an N dash ING, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyone will do. You get a smoking tube off Amazon, anywhere from $30 to $45. Don't pay more than that. Go to another brand if you have to. There should be a link on my store. If you go to my store on Amazon, the one that I use, the brand that I got. I've smoked pulled pork twice and it was great, but I always make way too much. Oh, turned off finally. Boom, right on me. My arm hurts when it gets cold. It just starts hurting. Yes, there's plenty of pulled pork. You should be able to feed minimum 10 people on a pulled pork. 10 people, and that's like if they're having sandwiches, minimum, you should probably get about 50. You could probably stretch to 15 or 20 because a pulled pork is nothing but solid. It's all meat, a lot of it. Are you going to do another video sampling your barbecue sauces? After they come out. I'm not going to show you guys the sauces. I'm not going to tempt you with the sauces until you can get the sauces. I want to make sure it's conveniently located near you. There is no such thing as too much pulled pork. I love that. Can I get that on a t-shirt? Let's see. Smoked banana pudding sounds good. I've done smoked, what's the weirdest thing I've smoked? I've done cheese, I've done fish, I've done mac and cheese. I've done smoked mac and cheese. That's pretty good. Other than my own, what's my favorite barbecue sauce? I would have to say Sweet Baby Ray's for regular with sugar and G. Hughes with sugar-free. Didn't think I'd like smoked sweets, but I had smoked banana pudding and smoked peach. Oh, yeah, I did a smoked apple pie. Smoke a dessert. If you buy, even if it's frozen, cook it, smoke it put it in the smoker and cook it in the smoker like you would your oven, but let the smoke get into it. It's unbelievable. You'd be surprised. Wow. What is Tammy's favorite dish you make? Probably brisket. When I finally get around to doing a good brisket, she just loves it. What else? Tacos. Tammy's just loves tacos. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Let's see. Pulled pork pizza with banana peppers and onions. That's amazing. You guys remember when I did the chili dog pizza? Yeah, and I did the root. Excuse me. Got to clear my throat talking too much. I've been talking for 57 minutes, so my throat's getting a little raspy. Do you remember when I did the Reuben pizza? You take everything from a Reuben sandwich and put it on a pizza. That's really creative when you can take pizza crust, put sauce or barbecue sauce, white sauce, red sauce, doesn't matter. Whatever's appropriate for the sandwich you're going to put on, or chili dog you're going to put on, or whatever. Take Philly cheesesteak and put it on pizza dough. It's awesome. Get the kind that's already pre-made that you just cook it up. You can stir fry it. And then scoop it out and put it all on top of the pizza. Coat it with cheese. Pop it in the oven. Excuse me. When you make brisket, how do you serve it? On a plate. I'm just kidding. I slice it. That's it, by slices. See you later, David. Yeah, I'm going to have to get off too in a few minutes. Are you working on a sugar-free version of your sauce yet? Okay, so I have a sugar-free version already. I've already made it, and it didn't sell well. People don't buy sugar-free as well when it comes to barbecue sauce, but I have a few ideas on how to make it better and more appealing. So I have a few ingredients I want to work with and try to make it better, but not yet. I've got too many things I want to come out. I've got the barbecue, the hot barbecue, the teriyaki, the Caribbean jerk, the gourmet seasoning. I want to put a barbecue rub out, and I want to put out a Carolina barbecue sauce. Biscuits on the smoker, try it. Yep, that's real good. Yeah, AH has something going on. Let's see here. Ever do a smoked chili? No, but my next chili is going to be a breakfast chili, guys. Somebody brought that up and it sounded great. Let's see. Hey, what's up? Do you have a low sodium sauce? Well, I believe the low sodium would probably be the Caribbean jerk. I'd have to look. I don't know. I got to go online and look at the ingredient. I got the labels online. I don't know my sodium levels I know what the recipe is, but I wouldn't I wouldn't recommend. Well, my teriyaki sauce is not high in sodium either. Sugar free doesn't. Yes, doesn't caramelize well. You're right. It doesn't. Do you use stevia for the? No. Uh, I was using Splenda. Probably not going to in the new version. Probably going to look into monk fruit. I'm going to look into a gelling property that will give it the substance it needs, and give it the shine it needs. They're all good ideas. I haven't experimented yet, so I've got to get together with the person and the manufacturer, the cook, the executive chef, and go in the lab with him and try them out. Uh, yeah, fun, food, and family. Thank you, Mikos Guardsman. Uh, Thank you, Jeff in Anaheim. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Sodium is my hardest thing to control. Just keep drinking a lot of water. That's how you control it. That's how I like. If I put on a pound or two, I guarantee I got too much salt in my body. I guarantee I ate something the night before that was salty, and so it's retaining water. So the reason I'm drinking half a gallon a day of water, going to the bathroom 5 times, is because it's got to flush out. Got to flush that out. Monk fruit is awesome. Yes, it's the new everything, really. Do you have to send your sauce to some lab that figures out? Yes. Yeah. What happens is you send in the ingredients list, and they punch it into a software that will calculate all the ingredients and will add it all up and tell you how many calories, how much sugar, how much additional sugars, how many carbs, and what vitamins are in it and everything. You pay it's called a food technician. Have a great week. Take care, AH. Thanks for jumping in and joining us. I appreciate your hard work over the years. Thank you. Thanks, Jeff. Looks like we got our first Boys Club member today. Oh, well, sorry. I don't, yeah, I don't know what was said, so I must have missed it. But anyway, but my mod's got it, so I don't worry about it. Have you cooked with jackfruit? I hear if you smoke it, it's delicious. No, I've never worked with jackfruit. I think I have once on the show, but monk fruit is my go-to sweetener right now. It's natural. It doesn't affect the glycemic index when you ingest it. There's no side effects. It's almost perfect. It really is. But I have to work more with it. I do a recipe. I'm doing a keto. I did a keto carrot cake. It's weird. Keto, carrot, they don't really get carrots aren't keto. So really, but it's a healthier version of carrot cake with a keto cake and some, shredded carrots. I don't consider carrots keto. Have you ever thought about doing a video? And I use monk fruit in the video, and you'll see how it turns out. Have you ever thought about doing a video about everything you eat in a week? No. I'm still going to do the day in the life of Jack. That's coming up. Wow. Your best intro was the Halloween alternate. Yep. Jack, you should mix all the sauces and taste it. Okay, I'll tell you this. Steam glove. That's really interesting you said that. My mother-in-law took the barbecue and the teriyaki, mixed them together. It was phenomenal. Unbelievable. Completely different sauce. It's a third sauce that it has such a unique flavor. And she'll marinate like steak strips in it. Jack, let's see. Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, if anybody's doing ethnic jokes, we're not doing ethnic jokes. Any rudeness to each other, that can go. I'll have to try monk fruit sweetener. I've never had it. Okay, Roscoe, go on the sweetener aisle where you get Splenda and on the seasoning aisle. You'll see it, and it comes in a bag, and it's real fine white. It's a white powder, fine, and you just replace sugar with it. Be careful. It's 100 times sweeter than sugar. So, like, I used to put 3 packets of Splenda in my coffee. I get a big giant, I get a coffee cup like this, okay? And 3 packets of Splenda would go in there. I only need one packet of monk fruit. They have little packets if you want to try it. I recommend try it in your coffee first. Try it in your iced tea first. Try it in a drink first so you can see how sweet it is, and then gauge how much your recipe needs. When is the house tour? Not doing a house tour. Lazy Man Sushi. I'm still trying to find somebody to help me do the cauliflower rice sushi, the keto sushi. What are your thoughts on the raw egg movement? It's raw? I don't have any thoughts. I didn't know there was a movement. I mean, until you poop it out, I didn't know there was a movement. But I don't eat raw eggs. I've mixed some batter and maybe tasted the batter to see how it tastes. And there was a raw egg in it, but I didn't know there was a movement. Gotta go. Okay. See you later. Love you, Colin. I want to say much love to all of you. Thank you for joining me. I want you to do me a favor. Have fun this 4th of July. Be safe. And I don't mean just have fun this 4th of July and do what you normally do. Make sure there's a bucket of water. Make sure the fire extinguisher. Make sure no children are nearby. Or be careful when they're doing their sparklers. They don't stick in their eye or something. Watch the kids because they're the ones who enjoy it. It's memories for them. You've already seen 4th of July your whole life. Take care of the little ones, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. I always value my time with you. Write some more questions for me. I should be on Saturday. I'll try to be on every Wednesday, and I will see you guys this weekend. But so we'll talk about something different. We're not going to have 4th of July tomorrow. Saturday. So because it's right before, I can't really recommend anything. You got all your fireworks and you got all your food and you're ready to go into 4th of July. I'm not going to talk about it. We've already talked about 4th of July. So the next video, we'll have other topics, all right? Take care, you guys. Yes, I'm going to Kentucky, JD. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. Happy Independence Day, you guys. Take care.